So the question is WWE 2K22 worth buying? I have not played a wrestling game since 2K15, I think. And I didn't like it because the missions, as I call them, because they're basically like missions, like on GTA, Grand Theft Auto, but only for wrestling. The missions were hard as shit, you know, and by that time, I lost interest in wrestling anyway. And I don't think it's worth buying because those days are long gone. Like, I remember SmackDown versus Raw, especially 2006. That was the shit back in the day. Do you guys remember that game where it had all those cool songs? You know, like there was one song where it was like SmackDown, Raw, now we fighting for to see who the champion is once more. Is it you coming through with the moves? Is it you coming through with the something? You know what I'm trying to say. And then it was like trying to lay the SmackDown on me. I ain't having it be. That was cool as shit. It had those cool ass rap songs. You could decorate your locker room. And I remember when I decorated my locker room, I had a bobblehead of The Rock in there because by that time The Rock was gone and he was basically considered a WWE legend at that point. SmackDown versus Raw and those wrestling games were so fucking cool back then. That was the shit, man. I'm telling you. I didn't get, I think I did get SmackDown versus Raw 2007. 2008, I didn't get. I got 2009, 10, and 11. And then I didn't get any more after that. But, bro, those games were cool as ever. And they're saying, well, it hits different. Look, I don't know. I haven't played 2K22. But I look at it like this. Why would I get a wrestling game when the product is shitty? Why would I do that? It doesn't make any sense. That's like trying to get water from a broken sink. It ain't gonna work. So why would I try to get something good out of a broken wrestling product? WWE is broken. So quite naturally, the games are gonna be shitty. Now, if somebody had the wrestling game here and they said, hey, do you want to play it? I probably would. But to get it for myself, probably not. It would be a waste of money. I'm sorry. WWE has sucked for years. And I know I always said that for me, it was good from 99 until 2003. And I meant that. But even after Rock and Austin left, it was still watchable. Like you had the storylines with Eddie Guerrero, Mr. Kennedy, and you know, you had Deuce and Domino. They were pretty entertaining. Paul Burchill, the Boogeyman, Palmer Cannon. I remember when Palmer Cannon was the executive producer of UPN or some shit like that for WWE SmackDown. Like, wrestling was still watchable back then. You know, you had Edge with Vicky Guerrero. It was still entertaining, to say the least. But now, wrestling is dead. And you're going to try to sell me on WWE 2K22 talking about it hits different? And don't get me wrong, I respect Rey Mysterio. I really do. I respect the hell out of Rey. But that's not reason enough to get me to get this game. You want me to believe that a good thing can come from a broken product. I don't think so. Because Vince doesn't believe that it's broken. And I understand why they're doing what they're doing. They're doing it to clean up their image. I totally get that because they want sponsors. Like I told you guys, all my horror fans know I've had a few horror celebrities on here. So I have to be careful what I say to a certain extent if I want them to continue to come on here. Because they're not going to associate their name with somebody that's always getting in trouble. I totally get that. But WWE shouldn't worry about that. They can get away with more than I can. I just don't see the big deal. I'm not going to be getting the game. It's a waste of time for me. I'm sorry. The games were cool back in the day when Eddie Guerrero was still alive and all that, and it was still decent even after he died. It was, fairly decent. But now, WWE is just garbage. You couldn't pay me to go. I'm so sorry. Somebody could literally tell me that they paid for my ticket and my hotel room, and I still wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. Wrestling is garbage. I just watch it to have something to do. There's a part of me that's always going to be a fan, because I'm always going to have hope. But I'm sorry. I don't see myself getting this game. If somebody wants to let me play it, that's fine. I'll try it, because I'll try anything once. But as far as me getting the game, I highly doubt it. So I just wanted to weigh in on it real quick. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on 2K22. Alright guys, thanks for listening. I'm the Michael Myers Fanatic, and I approve this message.